fifth graders. So today for our instant activity, we're going to be playing plank hand tag. So everybody's gonna find a partner, get into plank position, and then you're gonna try to tag your partner's hands like this while trying to avoid them tagging you. Once you tag your partner 3 times, you win that round, and then you move on to find a different partner. Go. For first activity, each person is gonna have 1 balloon and 1 tennis racket. For this activity, we're gonna hold the racket with forehand grip. Put the balloon with your non-dominant hand, that's important. You're gonna hold it with your non-dominant hand. Place the balloon on the racket and balance it and make sure it doesn't fall off. Keep the balance. Once you can hold it and it's not falling off, we're gonna move on to our second activity, which is hitting it up and down. Hitting it up and letting it hit back without losing control. Bring it back if you do, just like that. Keep it up without losing control of it, just like that. Today we're going to be working on striking a ball with the racket towards the target. Our cues for today are going to be flat paddle, stiff wrist, and eye on the ball. You want to keep a flat paddle when you make contact with the ball. You want your wrist to be stiff because if it's wobbly, you're going to have 0 control over the ball and it's going to go flying everywhere. You want to keep your eye on the ball so you know where to make contact. If you're not watching it, you're going to miss the ball completely. Alright? Our first activity with the ball is just going to be hitting it upwards and trying to maintain it without dropping it onto the ground. So first we're going to hit it 10 times upward, forehand, and then we're going to switch to backhand, which is a little bit harder. So we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch to backhand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If that gets too easy, try to hit it higher up or switch the racket to your non-dominant hand. Ready, go. Stop, bring it in. Our next activity is going to be hitting the ball at a central target. So right here we have our targets. This right here would be the central target. So what we're going to do is you're going to hit the ball at the target. Thinking of the cues, flat paddle, stiff wrist, eye on the ball. So 5 times you're going to hit it with the forehand, 5 times with the backhand, and 5 times with the sidearm, and you're going to do everything you can to get the ball in this general direction. You don't have to hit the line. If you hit the line, that's awesome. But if you don't, that's okay. Just get it as close as you can. Forearm, backhand, and sidearm. Ready, go. Alright, stop, bring it in. Our next activity, we're going to be incorporating all of the targets that we have. I will yell out upper, central, or lower, and whichever one I yell out, you're going to aim at and try to hit. Ready? Let's go. So if I say upper, you're going to go just like that. I say lower. Try to get a little bit lower than I did, and then central would be right there. Alright. Next activity is going to be the partner pass. So everybody's going to have a partner. Stand 5 yards apart to start. And you're going to hit the ball to each other, try not to drop it. Once you complete 10 passes, 5 from each person, you're going to take a couple steps back and go again and see how far you can get. Ready, go. Stop. Bring it in. Our final activity is going to be a group pass. So we're going to have 3 partner pairs grouped together, stand in a circle, have like a racket width apart on each side. One person's going to have a ball. You're going to call out somebody's name in the group and pass it to them. Your goal is to aim it straight at them so that they can hit it right back to somebody else, calling their name. So make sure you're paying attention. You hear your name, the ball's coming at you, and you have to think of somebody else that you're going to hit it to. Which way are you going to aim the ball? So let's say you aim right to the camera, just like that. Ready, go. finish off our lesson, I have some closure questions for y'all. So the first one is, what are the cues that we use today for striking with the racket? Flat paddle, stiff wrist, and eye on the ball. That's right. The second question is, what are the proper stance phases for striking with the racket? Yeah, so you're gonna have your weight shift, your body rotates forward, and the racket is swung through a full arc rather than just swatting at the ball. The third question is, why should you have a stiff wrist when you're holding the racket when you're trying to strike? It gives you more control over where the ball goes rather than if you have a flimsy wrist and you're just guessing where the ball's gonna go. Yeah. The fourth question is, why should you step forward with your opposing foot? So if you're striking with your right hand, if the racket's in your right hand, why should you step forward with your left as you're striking? Yep, it helps with balance and control. So, but if you step with the same foot, it's kind of an awkward motion, and you don't have that same rotation that you're able to get with the opposing leg. And the final question is, why is it important to keep your eye on the ball when you're striking with the racket? Yeah, it helps you make good, strong contact between the ball and the racket, and it's solid. So if you're watching the ball, you know exactly where it's going to strike, and it helps you determine where it's going to go rather than just swinging wildly at it and hoping you get it.